Today I'm going to show you how to put together these two Happy Easter Shadowbox cards. We have one with the decorated Easter eggs and then one with the tulips. Super easy and quick to put together, and I hope that you'll enjoy making these and giving them to someone that you love. Let's get started. All right, so the first card we're going to do is the Happy Easter Tulip card. And I've already got my pieces cut out, and this one is super easy. I already attached my wording just because I didn't want to lose it, and I used paper on that. You can also use vinyl if you don't like to mess with the paper, but I made it or designed it so that it would cut easily with paper as well. So we're going to take the first layer and we're going to glue this down, and this is a 4x6 card. And obviously you could put a different background if you had some cute paper, but I'm just going to go with the actual card today. And I'm going to just glue down this first layer. I'm not going to pop it up like I normally do. I'm going to get plenty of glue on there and glue that one down. Then I am going to put some pop dots on the back of this next layer. So I have these little ones that I bought off Amazon. And I typically try to put these in all the corners and at least one in the longest spans across, just so that it gives it a little extra support. And this takes just a minute, but super easy to do. Okay, so those are all ready to go, and I just line it up on one edge. That usually helps get it where it needs to be. This one's extra sticky. And then line it up at the bottom. Oh, not quite. Here. Ah! More pop dot malfunctions. Okay, let's do it this way. There we go. And just lightly press that down. And then we will do the tulip background piece. And I always just kind of like to double check it, make sure that it is sitting in the right place like I just did. Okay, so that one is ready. And actually, I probably should have put the tulip pieces on there first, but that's fine. It'll still work. And I'm gonna try to line this up as best I can. Again, we are going for pretty, not perfection. All right, there is that layer, and then we're going to do, I'm just going to glue these flower pieces down. So there's 3 parts to each. There's the base, the middle, and then this petal on the top. So I will get out my glue and glue that one down. Then the middle layer. And then the petal. And this one, this fatter curve goes to the inside like this. And then we'll do that same thing for the yellow ones, the yellow tulips. Oops. There we go. Yeah, that might have been a little easier to do if I would have done it before I put that layer down, but it still works, just a little more awkward. All right, and we are finished. And obviously you can use, you know, glitter cardstock. You can put the background with some pattern paper in the back. But it's super easy card to put together and really cute and fun for Easter. So now we will put that one aside and go on to our next card. Okay, so this next card is also very easy to put together, super simple. I have some more complex ones in this group, but I'll put these two easy ones together, and I will do the more complex ones in another video. But anyway, make sure that you have all your pieces cut out, everything fits like it should, and we'll get started. So I am going to take the back piece, which is the medium green piece, and I'm going to go ahead and glue this grass down to the base. There's just a small, you can pretty much line it up based on the outline, and there's a very tiny outline on this one. Sometimes I'll make them with a kind of an offset path or outline so that you can see where it goes. Sometimes it'll fit directly on there. I'm trying to get it where you're not seeing a whole lot of the paper behind it, but still are able to see where that piece will sit. So here's the grass. I'm going to glue this one to the base as well. I'm not going to use so many pop dots. You can pop it up for sure if you want to, but I am not going to do that this time. Just going to glue it straight down, and again, use, you know, whatever pattern paper that you want for the background, but it also looks pretty with just the purple in the background. I love how these cards are so easy to put together, but very impressive once you get it together. All right, again, I've already glued down my wording on here. You can use paper or vinyl, and both work equally well. Just depends on your preference. I just have a lot more paper, so I try to make my cards where you can do it in all paper. You don't have to get your vinyl out, but I know some people like to do that. They feel like it's easier. But I also try, most of the time, I try to pick a cursive font that is still easy to read. I know not everybody likes cursive, believe it or not. And and the ones that I do that are just print letters are it's a little easier to use the vinyl to do those because of the transfer tape, but you can still do that with paper too. Okay, I've got those pop dots on there, and just try to line that up. There we go. It's already looking very cute. And then this one is the egg layer, and I'm going to start with the pink egg. I tried to make these really easy to put down, and this one is it does have just a slight outline behind it. I'm just checking that, yeah. Which is, it just gives it a little extra color and dimension. Depends on what I'm doing. If it's too complex, if it's a complex card, I try not to do so much of the outline my background because it's distracting, but this one's pretty simple, so I liked it having that extra little outline. I'm going to put the eggs on first. Okay, there's that one. I'm going to do the yellow egg. I don't know why this is sticking. There we go. I like the bright colors on this one. I try not to do too many pastels, even though I know Easter can be very pastel. This is almost neon, but I like it just for something different. And of course, that's something that you can change when you're the designer. Okay, there's the yellow. And this blue one, I made it where the outline would show up once you glued down the dark blue part. So we will do that. Glue this one down. And oops. There we go. That one's done. Line that up a little bit. And then we're going to put our pop dots on and we will be finished. I do like these tiny pop dots because they don't show up on the edges as much. And I like that. I like not being able, whoops, to see those little white pieces hanging out of the edges. All right, there we go. That is a finished card. Another super cute, easy to put together and assemble Easter card. So I hope you enjoy those and that you'll check out my other Easter cards in my shops. And I hope you enjoy putting those together and giving them away this Easter. We'll see you again soon.